chanting these verses. As I told you yesterday, just see the meaning of those words. A sound by itself is meaningless unless it conveys something. Words that are not understood is a strange language. That is because we are not familiar with that language, as the words in that language do not invoke any picture in our mind. A nama, a name or a word should invoke a rupa, a picture in us. If I say, my grandfather, no picture comes to your mind. You understand the word, but you don't know what it is, who he is. If you say a completely new language, you won't even understand that word. In the absence of the words, please appreciate. In the absence of the words or a name, objects don't disappear. If you don't know the name of a planet or a star, a bird or an animal, that doesn't disappear. Because name does not create the object. The existence of the object is independent of name. Same thing about yourself, the I. The meaning of the word I. You exist not because of a name. Because you exist, a name is given to you. So all the words, bhavanatita bhavam, samarasam asamanam, manasambandha duram, nigama vachana siddham, nitya asmat prasiddham, that which is beyond all the thoughts, bhavana atita, meaning no thoughts are needed to be yourself. It is bhavana atita, but not abhavam, bhavam. No thoughts describe it. It is not non-existent. Yourself. Samarasam, always same. Asamanam, there is nothing like it. Infinity, all-pervasive. No sense organs can comprehend. But in its presence, all perception takes place. Revealed by the scriptures. Always the meaning of the word I, asmat pratyaya gochara. So who you are is a nameless being. No name is needed for you to be. So as you listen, learn to use the words, but not to fall in love with the words, or to depend on a thought. That becomes scholarship, but not wisdom. If you know all the right words, but you don't see what it stands for, you can impress people with your scholarship, but your life will be a failure. As Shankara says, bhuktaye na tu muktaye. It shall help you to eke out a living, ensure your sustenance, but not the wisdom, immortality that you are. So see that, who you are, a nameless, formless being, always in meditation. No name, a distraction, no thought. Can ever describe you or dismiss you. You are always existing. Silence, awareness, always in meditation. Just see that, please. Om Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Dhammagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. Verse number 453 onwards, please. Prarabdham balavattaram khalu vidam bhogena tasya kshayah samyagyana hutasanena vilaye praksanchitagaminam brahmatmaikyam avekshya tanmayataya ye sarvada sanstita tesham tatritayam nahi kvachidapi brahmaiva te nirgunam prarabdham balavattaram kalu vidam bhogena tasya kshayah samyagyānam bhutasanena vilaye praksanchitagaminam brahmatmaikyamavekshya tanmayataya ye sarvada sanstita tesam tatritayam nahi kvachidapi brahmaiva te nirgunam Mahadeva. So, I hope, you have been contemplating over these ideas. As again say, it's very important before you come to your class here, you have sufficient long period of time. You are doing your chanting, very good. Doing your asanas, excellent. In between times, and even while you've been practicing your asana, relaxing, be aware of yourself. And also, as you have been walking from the classroom to your room, room to the yoga, yoga to your room, room to the dining hall, be conscious. Every footstep must be aware. Of course, as you speak, what you eat, every moment you must be conscious. Where being conscious doesn't make you stressful. It becomes so effortless that there is no unconscious speech. Please understand. Unconscious speech and action can lead you to more complication than your initial reluctance to be little aware of yourself. When a person is starting the studies, and when the emphasis is on contemplation, most people will be feeling that as though to be unconscious living is easier than conscious living, because in the beginning stages there is an attempt. So average person will find it little stressful, difficult. But once you appreciate your unconscious speech, unconscious action, unconscious surrendering to different types of emotions like anger, hatred, jealousy, etc., shall complicate your life to such an extent that sitting down quietly, observing yourself is nothing in comparison to that. That is why be aware. Not many people are conscious, not many people are mature. Immediate sensations rules life. That is why most people suffer in life. Like a person says he can't control his sugar, but he doesn't see as in time he may lose his eyesight, kidney may go crazy, wounds will not heal, heart may go crazy. then the suffering begins. You can end up in losing your organs, dying helplessly, painfully, lying down in a hospital. The person cannot visualize that 6 months, 1 year, you can lie down on a bed, you can't even get out, comatose. All because of this sugar. But the person finds it difficult not to eat sugar. But he is unconsciously heading towards almost a paralyzed life where he shall be stuck on a bed without any food. That picture is not clear. You understand that point? Very clearly you must see. When a person resists contemplation, you don't understand. Your unconscious speech can trigger a crisis in life. Your unconscious involvement with an emotion, your anger, your hatred, your jealousy, your sense of desperation, isolation, can make you so miserable that you shall be lonely. Because when you speak unconsciously, arrogant, selfish, hurtful, you shall have no company around you. You shall be always lonely. Then you go on complaining, why is it that nobody comes around me? Please think, how will you like somebody who continuously complains, fights, points out mistakes, miserable, selfish, very, very caring for his needs, but totally careless about other person's needs? The moment somebody sees that, that person or anybody shall always keep away from a selfish individual. Then the person says, I'm lonely, there is nobody around me. Of course nobody will come around me. Will you be around somebody who continuously full of himself, no sacrifice, no sensitivity? Definitely don't like it. So please appreciate, meditation is not for the sake of the God. By your meditation, God is not going to be enlightened, neither he needs it. By your meditation, don't try to, I create vibration around me. Don't worry. If you are vibration enough, that is most important. Like people meditate to change the environment. Begin with yourself. Ego, this ahankar, this I thought, can move into such trips that is busy reforming everybody, himself changeless. Unconsciously, arrogance, pride, the so-called holier than you attitude can come in. You have to be extremely careful. Long before you pass judgment on others, first see for yourself. Are you being with yourself? So your activity from the day, the moment you wake up until you sleep, Swapnantam Jagaritantam. After the end of the sleep, until the end of waking, you must be totally aware. And the test of your being awareful is, at the end of the day, you don't feel exhausted, you don't feel tired, you feel fresh, There is nothing to repent for. There is no guilt. There is no idea, repentance that, oh, I should not have spoken that. I should not have done that. Why did I do this? When this type of feeling comes in, that shows unconscious action. Unconscious action means you are forgetting yourself. So when you thus remain with yourself, now go into this verse, we shall see, the entire karma, sanchita, prarabdha, agami, doesn't affect you. Sanchita is completely gone, as we saw yesterday. Agami karma, whatever is yet to come, you are least bothered by it. Even the prarabdha, because of which the body is lingering, and therefore incidents are getting unfolded in your life. So many situations are appearing and disappearing. In all these places, because you are conscious, you don't get affected. You recognize a problem, but you are not affected by a problem. Please appreciate. How does this wise man live in this world with karma? When you saw the question, the student has asked, okay, the question you remember, the question he asked is, Jnanodayat purarabdham karma jnanatna nasyati. Before the dawning of this knowledge, already the physical person has gained a body. You are born with this body. This body has come with certain prarabdham, karma, because of which you had no choice in your parentage. You had no choice in whom to meet, when to meet, how to meet, why to meet. None of these things. Why certain incidents you came across in your life, you shall never know. Please. So since the physical body has already started, even though the person knows himself, logically it is convincing that to the individuality, the ahankar, all the three karmas, sanchita, prarabdha, agami, are related. When the individuality goes away, in the understanding of one's own self, thus three are simultaneously finished. So from the standpoint of the wise man, there is no karma, nothing affects him. But from the standpoint of the onlooker, because for the onlooker, listen carefully, onlooker when he says wise man, in this body is wise. For the person who understands the truth, wise and wisdom are one and the same. There is no difference between wise and the wisdom. You both are one and the same. Knowledge and knower, one and the same. But for the onlooker, now this physical body is alive and walking. And also the onlooker sees, it can be the wise man's body, but he suffers, maybe cancer, maybe disease. That is where people wonder, such a good man, such a wise man, such a devoted person, how come the person got it? He is not affected by it. The body goes through that. This awareness comes only with the understanding of yourself. The prarabdham doesn't affect you, but your wisdom, your being aware of yourself, doesn't prevent it from manifesting, because it has already started. Prarabdha, that's why prarabdha, prag, arabdha, it has already started. Like the ball, yesterday he gave an example. Thinking that there is a tiger, you are leaving the arrow, you hit the arrow. But then you discover, it is not a tiger, it's a cow. But now you can't bring that arrow back, because the arrow is already shot. Like a shot arrow cannot be brought back, A spoken word cannot be taken back. The karma which had started fructifying cannot be taken back. So it has to move on its own speed until it gives all the result and dies away. So that's what he says. That is why you have to be very, very conscious, because you don't know what is coming into manifestation. So now the teacher explains it. Prarabdham balavattaram khalu vidam bhogena tasya kshayam vidam. Vidam means with, to know. Understand? With, to know. That is why Veda is a book of knowledge. Vidam, those who know the truth for themselves, samyak jnana hutasanena bilaya prak sanchita agami. Prak, prarabdha karma, sanchita karma, agami karma. All the three karmas, karmas that are accumulated in beginningless lives. From out of that accumulation, whatever is ready for fructification, which has started taking effect as a prarabdham, which has given you this body. And while living your prarabdha in this body, animals die away without gathering any karma because of their absence of individuality. Whereas a human being, while living through prarabdha in this body, because of the individuality, ahankara, the sense of right, wrong, papa, punya, vice, virtue, they go on gathering new karmas. So that is known as the agami karma. But when the individuality is gone, all the three karmas are simultaneously wiped out, like I gave you the story. The man married to 3 girls. When he passes, there is no first widow. He might have married the person in 2, 3, 4 years gap. But when the person dies, everybody is simultaneously widowed. Sanchita, the old damsel. Prarabdha, the new one, which is current wife. The agami, which is yet to come. All the three are simultaneously widowed when the ahankara is wiped out. The example he gave you, like swapna karmavad. In your dream, you kill your uncle because in your waking you can't touch him. But you are very hungry. So in your waking, in your dream you kill him. And waking up, you don't go to Tiruvannamalai police station and say, arrest me. Why? Last night I killed my uncle. Individuality is like that. When you wake up to yourself, yatkrutam swapna velayam, whatever has been done during the dream doesn't affect the waker. This life also is like that. A long dream. All that you have seen it, clearly appreciate how beautiful it is. As you sit down here, what is your past? Never shall return again. Pratyayan digata punarna divasa kalo jagad bhakshaka. The days that have gone by, gata divasaha punaha na pratyayanti. The days that have gone by shall never ever return again. Your childhood is spent. Your youth is a dream spent. Your parents, grandparents, friends. Just a thought reminds you. Like a dream. As long as it is there, it looks real. When the thought comes, it looks real. When the thought is gone, it means nothing to you. But you survive. Not as a body, because body is also continuously changing. As yourself, the awareness. So from that standpoint, Sanchita Prarabdha Agami completely gone. Brahmatmaikatam vekshya Brahma Atma Aikyatvam Abhekshya, having seen Brahmatma Aikyam, that who I am and what the totality is, micro, macro, the I, the consciousness here and consciousness everywhere, Atma, Brahma, one alone. There is no division of whatsoever. The space in the pot and the space everywhere, one and the same. Tanmayata ye sarvada sanstita, and being one with that, those who always abide, tesham tat tritayam nahi kaschit. For those people, all these karmas by itself, they don't exist. Nahi kachit, at any time doesn't exist. Why? Brahmaiva ta nirgunam. They are as nirgunam, free from all gunas, limitation, qualities of every kind. Jati niti kula gotra duragam, nama rupa gunadosha varjitam. No jati, no niti, no kula, no gotra, no nama, no rupa, no dosha, no guna. Nothing. That is yourself. So you clearly see the difference between who you are and what you have. When you see that, then none of these things that you seem to have ever touches you. And all that you have, listen carefully, all that you have is a temporary provision. The body that you have, you think it is yours. First, it is not you. Even it is not yours. Why? The elements that are gone into the formation of the body are continuously going back to the element. That is why body has no resistance to death. Body doesn't resist death. I resist. Ayo, I don't want to die. Does the body say that? Appreciate. So completely free from all these things. And the prarabdham, because of which the body has started, bhogadeva kshayam. When the prarabdha karma fully manifests itself, the body shall automatically fall off. That is why killing the body is a waste of time. Killing yourself or anybody else. Suicide is as much useless as even murder. Simple human tradition. You don't have to be a wise man for that. Like that celebrated story of Ashoka. When he was the king in Kalinga war, he owned everything. Then he, intoxicated by the victory in the battle, he announced, whatever whoever asks, come and ask. Whatever you want, you ask, and you shall be given. Old lady comes and asks, yes, mother, what do you want? And I want my 3 sons. Where are they? They are dead in the battle. Then Ashoka smiles. He says, if they are in the prison, I can free them. If they are wounded, I can take care of them, heal them. But if they are dead, how can I bring them back? He said, if you cannot bring back life, what right have you got to take back life? That is the celebrated statement which converted the Chanda Ashoka to Priyadarshi Ashoka. Even the Chanda Ashoka means Bhayangara. If you can't create life, what right have you got to take life? Think. Simple formation will be, if you can't give happiness, why do you make people unhappy? You understand how pathetic human life is? You can't bring happiness, but you bring so much of unhappiness. That is why you think of it, even this religious, as I told you again, contextual, how silly these ideas are that people don't understand, like a person who is trying to convert. Oh, I am trying to make them happy. By sharing a little rice, little vegetable, little oil, little food, milk powder, don't think you are going to make him happy. Then you should be the happiest person who has got everything. That person will be made comfortable. But the person thinks he is going to make them everybody happy in life. So he is so desperate to help everybody. You can make the person comfortable. Then he shall have more and more education comes up, more and more conscious he is. Naturally he will discover his limitation. That is why ultimately you have to help him to discover his happiness in himself. So that should be very clearly understood. You don't have to give happiness to somebody. If you can't help him discover it, don't worry. But don't try to cheat him by giving him comfort in the name of happiness. Secular world does it. If religious world also joins that bandwagon, the religion becomes deceptive. The secular world promises you more money, more power, more things, you shall be very happy. The religious world also joins in that bandwagon. You come to my religion, I will give you these things. What are you doing? If getting money is the criteria for happiness, the richest man will be happiest man. Simple logic. If power can make you happy, the most powerful person is the happiest person in the world. You don't see that. Very simple. So life, anyway. So come back to that. You don't have to kill somebody. Prarabdham exerts itself, body shall fall. So your privilege lies in living, not in dying. Don't wait for death, neither kill somebody. What a beauty. Live and let live. How nice, eh? Please think of it, friends. But because the person is unhappy, miserable in life, he makes the other person more unhappy so that he feels happy. It's such a sick logic. Such a sick logic. When you get angry, do you know why? Why you get angry? Frustrated. Because somebody makes you miserable. So you want to make him much more miserable so that you feel comfortable. Not that your misery will go, but in comparison, you feel comfortable. He made me lose 5,000 rupees, I will make him lose 5 lakhs. So do you get back your 5,000? I don't get back, but let him lose. That is the silly logic, understand, with which people live their lives. The opposite side of it is, I feel frustrated. Not because I don't have a car, but my neighbor has one. So I want to get the bigger one. So competition begins. You can never end up satisfied because always there shall be better people, lesser people. So most people like to be with the lesser people to feel better. Just think of it. In Upanishads, there is a statement, let good thoughts come from all sides. Absolutely, doors and windows open. Like a house with doors and windows open. Let the breeze come from all sides. Who does that? Who is absolutely secured, he shall welcome ideas from every side. Why? Because I am so happy with myself. Thereafter, enriching life with few ideas. What is wrong if there are some new ideas? But the people, the religions, which are absolutely exclusive ideas. This is the God, nothing else. So doors and windows are completely closed, suffocated. I shall give my ideas, but I shall not receive anybody's idea. How nice. Think of it. I shall give my ideas because a sense of superiority. The person doesn't want to compare himself, doesn't want to receive anything, because if he receives, suddenly you discover how stupid he is. Why somebody doesn't want to go out of his own little circle? Because there is a fear that the person may be inferior. Understand? That is where people keep others also under control. Don't expose them to another lifestyle. Don't expose them to other person. Don't expose to other possibilities. So many societies do that. Why? Because if you expose yourself to the other possibilities, you will discover how stupid you are. Like many religious organizations, you shall see the gurus or the people around, the coterie around the guru, they will have a huge control on everybody. You are not going to listen to anybody. You should not go to any other place. Why? By chance you go, you shall discover how stupid I am. If you are giving your children the best, unrestricted movement thereafter, why? Let them discover. They are not going to lose themselves. And by chance there is something better, take it. If there is nothing better, dump it. You are absolutely sure of yourself. That is why this knowledge must be absolutely open, open, open. So you don't kill yourself. You are not interested in killing this body. Nor you are interested in killing somebody. Prarabdham pushyati. It takes on. Okay, having told, now he further says, how exactly it spends itself out. Go on for next 4 or 5 verses. Upadhitadatmya vihina kevalam brahmatmananaivatmani tishtato munem prarabdha sadbhava kathana yuktam स्वप्नार्थ संबंध कथैव जाग्रतः उपाधितादात्म्य विहीन केवल ब्रह्मात्मनैवात्मनि तिष्ठतो मुनेः प्रारब्ध सद्भाव कथान युक्ता स्वप्नार्थ संबंध कथैव या जाग्रतः. Now he says, please understand, when you appreciate your nature, in reality, all the 3 karmas are simultaneously wiped out. That he establishes now. That how, with the individuality waking up to his own nature, the waking doesn't anymore affect him. Just like in a dream you are experiencing something. The moment you wake up from your dream, the dream world means nothing to you. That is why the celebrated story of Janaka is a beautiful story. One day he was sleeping, Janaka was sleeping in his garden, relaxing in the garden. As you are relaxing in the garden, surrounded by the courtiers, it so happened he slept off. When he slept off, please understand, when he slept off, got into a dream. And the dream was, he was the king of a famine-stricken kingdom. And he had, as usual, so many queens and so many children and of course many subjects. Because the kingdom was struck by famine, everybody starving, dying, crying. So surrounded by the wailing of the subjects, the grief of the family, the crying of the babies, he wakes up. Then he asks the question to the courtiers. What is going on? Because the dream was so vivid, so real. Because he himself was crying in the dream. He gets up and he asks the question to the courtiers. Tell me, which one is real? Am I the king of Mithila, dreaming as the king there in the famine-stricken kingdom? Or am I the king of that country, now I am dreaming as Mithila's king, king of Mithila? Because now it looks real, but that time I never remembered that I am the king of Mithila, that I have so much of power. And now that I am here, I don't remember that. I am not affected by that. And when I am there, I am not affected by this. So which one is real? Am I the king of Mithila, dreaming as the king of a famine-stricken kingdom? Or I am the king of the famine-stricken kingdom, dreaming as king of this? Which one is right? Of course, who is going to think this way? Courtiers could not say. Then the story goes, Ashtavakra comes and tells him the truth. Teaches him, neither you are the king here, nor you are the king there. Other than the waking dream, deep sleep, you wake up to your self-awareness, yourself. So that much, as even the dream is falsified in waking, waking is falsified in awakening, knowing yourself. Please understand. It doesn't mean the creation disappears, but no more you take it as real. Just like watching a magic. Have you watched a magic? Huh? When you watch a magic, what happens? You know the person is not cut into two pieces. Just see that, very powerful. You know the person is not cut into two pieces. But it appears the head is here, the tail is there, the whole machine has gone. How? You know it's not true, but it appears. Then it comes back together also. You know from a small bag you can't bring ducks and cars and things and the balloons and everything. Small bag. But the fellow goes on bringing, whatever you ask, he goes on, bringing things. You know it's not true. That is how it. You know it's not true. Having known it is false, you enjoy the beauty. Having known this universe, a lovely appearance, there is nothing truth about it. You enjoy the whole magic of an existence because you are real. Understand. That is the time you shall understand the magical quality of the universe, the glorious appearance of this universe, only when you appreciate the reality that you are. Brahmaivaham idam jagatcha sagalam chinmatra vistaridam aham brahmaiva. I am the absolute. The meaning of the word I. As I today, don't get stuck on the words. I am the Brahman. Don't simply repeating, don't talk nonsense. Understand the meaning of it. In the meaning, the words do not exist. This is your sense of being, where the words don't create it, thoughts don't invoke it, you are there. So that is, when you see that, what happens? Upadhita adatmya vihina kevala brahmatmanaiva atmani tishthato munehe. Muni, mananasilavan, who is contemplative. Brahmatmanaiva tishtata, existing as one with the Brahman, the all-pervasiveness, which is upadhita adatmya vihina kevala. Kevala alone, free from upadhita adatmya, free from the identification with all upadhi. Understand. Body does, in wisdom, body doesn't disappear. but you don't have identity with the body. The thoughts don't disappear, but don't identify with the thought. Like a sensible person, while playing the role in the drama, understand, always aware of himself, but playing the role of a Rama or a Ravana or a Krishna or whatever, playing the role. To be himself, listen carefully, to be himself, to be the actor, he doesn't have to remove all the roles. Think. To see your body, is it necessary to remove all your clothes? Do you not see your body under your clothes? Think. Your body is the reality, relatively. Body is the reality. You put a three-piece suit, ready for office. Put a swimming trunk, ready for the swimming. You put a jogging track, you're ready for the jogging. You put a bridal costume or a bridegroom's costume, ready for marriage. So dresses going on changing, but under the dress, the person is same. You don't have to remove the dress, dismiss the dress, discard it to see yourself. Or just because there is a dress, you don't forget your body. That is why the moment the dress catches fire, you throw the dress, you survive. Are you getting that point? By chance the dress catches the fire, what do? Throw the dress. Body must survive. People in human relationship, when the human relationship catches fire, you live like a man and woman, husband and wife, married, partner, whatever, you are married, living together. The moment that role catches fire, what do? Dump it. I'm no more the husband. I'm going bye-bye. I don't want to play the role of a wife anymore. I don't want to be mother. I don't want to be husband. Oh, that office is so horrible. Give up that job. Why? The role is catching fire. Just think. Even when your body is catching fire, because it's old, ruin of a body, dilapidated, now cancer, now the sugar, now this, that has come in, you are tired. When shall I go? Are you getting that? The person asks the question, when shall I go? Tired of living. Why? The body is catching fire. Same thing, a thought. A thought that starts hunting you is like catching fire. You want to get out of it. I don't want to think that memory. I don't know what to do. Always it comes back, comes back, comes back. You want to throw it. In and through these dresses, you are the reality. One who abides like that, Brahmatmana sthite, prarabdha sadbhava kathana yukta. In fact, it is not right to say that there is prarabdham. Why? Because one who has got out of this is no more with the dress, with his body, thought, mind, creation. Nothing affects him. Don't talk about prarabdha to him. Like swapnartha sambandha katheva jagrata. Jagrata person was waking up from the dream, as he has no relationship with the dream. It's just a memory. Same thing also for the person who is awakened to himself. The body is, the creation is a lovely memory. In a sense, it is there, but no more there is an identification. As the actor playing through the roles, never forgets the actor that is. Knowing yourself, you play through the roles of a husband, wife, father, mother, child, everything, but not affected by the roles that you play. Okay? Next, read. Nahi pravruddha pratibhasadehe dehopayogi nyapicha prapanche karotyahantam mamatamidantam kintu swayam tisthati jagarena nahi prabuddha pratibhasadehe dehopayogi nyapicha prapanche karotyahantam mamatamidantam kintu swayam tisthati jagarena. So nahi prabuddha pratibhasadehe prapanche dehopayogini api ahantam karoti mamantam karoti. Prabuddha, who is awake, meaning understanding one's own self, knowing the real absolute meaning of the word I. As we have seen, the relative meanings, the word I has two sets of meaning, relative meanings, absolute meaning. In relation to body, I am the body. In relation to body, I am child, young, adult, old. Body grows through changes. I do not go through changes. In relation to a man or woman, husband, wife, that goes away, that role drops out. In relation to a person, father or mother, son or daughter, that person goes, role drops out. All these relative roles are continuously jumping, running out. Even if you don't want, it will go. You don't have to give up a role, it will go. Try. Are you getting that point, please? You don't have to give up a role. Why are you struggling to give up a role? The role will die. Why are you struggling to get out of your youth? Youth will not go or what? What is the youth now when you are 50, 60, 70, 80? What is the role of a son or a daughter when your parents are dead? When a child goes away, dead, you are no more a father or a mother. When your job is gone, you are not the officer. The roles drop. Why people get affected? Because you hold on to role. The role wants to drop away, but you want to hold on to the roles. That is why marvelous problem. Are you getting that point, please? Body being what it is continuously giving you up. Body continuously sending message, don't rely on me. Growing old means what? Can't hear from a distance. So go back to yourself. Can't see from a distance. Go back to yourself. Can't eat because all the teeth are gone. Food. So simple food you eat. Sense of touch reduces. Sense of smell reduces. Meaning withdraw into yourself. When these sense organs are dropping me, I am making them more active. Fancy gadgets of eyes, earhead, ooh, another set of tooth. Make the body like that. Hey, nothing wrong, just to be with life effectively. But if you think that is going to bring back your youth, something wrong with you. Understand? It's nature's arrangement of switching you off from the external universe, leading you to yourself. but you resist. Vanda, I don't want. I must go on seeing here. Youthful culture. You don't understand what nonsense going on today? Nothing wrong in maintaining yourself or keeping yourself young and healthy, but know for sure, body old you die, body young shall die. You cannot hold it. Role shall give you up. That's why learn to play the role, but don't be obsessed with the role. Example, continue. Nahi. So prabuddha, one is awakened to himself, pratibhasade. Pratibhasade means appearance, pratibhasa, which is appearance, like in a dream body. Dehopa yogini apicha prapanche. Prapanche, in this prapancha. This world is known as prapancha in Sanskrit because pancha 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 iti prapancha. Pancha pancha pancha. Pancha jnanendriyani, pancha karmendriyani, pancha mahabhuta, pancha kosha. So many series of 5. So a prapancha. So many panchas, so many things are there in this prapancha, which is dehopa yogini, where the physical body is sustained. Even in this samsara, this creation made out of 5 elements, pancha mahabhuta jagat, pancha mahabhuta sarira, micro sarira, macro universe. In both these things, ahantana karoti, mamatana karoti. The one who is awakened to himself, neither he says, this is me, nor he says, this is mine. Look, so beautiful. This is body. Body, does the body says it is me? Or I say I am the body? Are you getting that? Body does not say it is me. I say I am the body. That is the problem. Just think. Not only this is me, but also mine. For some people, I ends here, mine begins there. This is me, my riches. This is me, my house, my car. And also, if you say this is I, sometimes also this is my, enako odambu sari illiye, mera tabiyat theek nahi hai, my body is not okay. So this is I also, my also. What a confusion. At least say it is mine and take care of it, just for a functional. Are you getting that point? Functional. You don't say, this body is just a body. Who doesn't matter who takes care. It's your body. For some time you live with it. But don't say it is you. It is yours for some time. Everything in this creation is yours for some time. And in reality, you don't have to say it is mine to enjoy. Is it necessary to say my son to enjoy the sunlight? Can you not enjoy sunlight without telling him it's my son? Can you not enjoy this creation without telling my creation? Functionally to live together, okay, my house, your house, this house, fine. But what is this, your house? You think the house is yours. Does your house feel like that? Your house never feels like that. That's why when somebody gets in, the house doesn't say, hey, come on, don't come in. I belong to that other person. Does he say? You say, my car. Your car feels that way? Nothing. My car. But when somebody gets in, the car will not say, his car, you don't come in. Please, 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 please. Whole life. Please see it. A functional I might require. That is, a relationship should be functional, not emotional. A functional relationship is very healthy. Very healthy. When you are in the office, you are officer, I am a client. Functional relationship. When you come out, you are a person, I am a person. I am a driver, you are the passenger. Can you have functional relationship? It's like changing roles with changing scenes. In a drama, when the scene drops, one scene drops, next scene, roles change, people change, everything changes. In your life, there is continuously screening, continuously screening. Now I am the teacher. I am the teacher, you are the student. In this stage of teaching, I am the teacher, you are a student. Class is over. Teacher-student relationship continues, but you say, Swamiji, will you like to go to Tiruvannamalai for a drive? I say, yes. Now I sit down on the car. I am a teacher or the passenger? Just think. I am a passenger. You are the driver. Suppose I say, why are you changing your gear so many times? Why? Because I am teacher, you know. Now what will you do? Because I teach this, that does not mean I know everything about the car. When you are driving the car, you know the car driving. Unless I know, it's a different thing. But what happens in your life, why people religiously gets destroyed? Because the guy who takes the religious role, he behaves like a know-all, Mr. Know-all. My marriage is going on, what shall I do? He himself is not married, what does he know where to fix the marriage? Then he fixes it, he gets to a drug. Then you say, God only blessed. God has blessed my marriage 2 years after divorce, right? What nonsense. Why are you playing with people's lives? You don't know anything about business. Oh, start the business. Why? If it works out, they will give you credit. If it doesn't work out, they will take the credit for themselves. Because human beings, ordinary people are such idiots. That is where these so-called God men, you know, the dog men, they flourish. Why? Because the person says, oh, just because he knows something, he can't claim to know everything. If it's such an all-knower, why don't you ask him whether there is a planet exists where the human life is existing or not? What is the cure for a cancer? What is the cure? Is a God, no? You don't have to open hospital as a God or so-called God man. You don't have to open hospital. Just give the formula for the cure of cancer. Enough. People will be much more grateful. You understand what I am talking, sir? Just because somebody knows something, you can carry that load everywhere. Here, I am a teacher. When I am driving, you are the driver, I am the passenger. When I am flying, I am a passenger. The person cannot say, you know, immigration people cannot say, oh, you know, he's a holy man. What is this, holy man now? Because if you accept me like that, tomorrow a terrorist can go in that holy dress and destroy everybody. So you better strip everybody and find out what's going on there. Are they carrying bombs? And don't say, oh, I'm a holy man, don't touch me. No, don't do that. When you are driving, when you are flying, you are a passenger. You should be ready for frisking. Anybody should check you out. Because they are not God standing there. You may pretend to be God without knowing anything, but those people have to find out what is going on. Roles. Then you become such a beautiful person. Look at Krishna's life. How nice. Son to the parents, friends to the friends, husband to the wives, an advisor to the prince. Every type of role, playing, cards or dice with the Vishnu, playing with Lakshmi, playing dice also. Then that is the time the story, what? The elephant calls, oh, I am caught. All right, forget the dice, send the chakra. The job is over, play the dice. Playing the game. It's not that Krishna, to draw the picture of Krishna. So you mean always you are standing in Tribhangi, always two legs like this? Same thing, picture of a meditative man. So you mean to say the guy never opens his eyes? Only a picture can be 24 hours in the same mood, not a living being. So don't be stupid. Meditative man means skeletal, long beard, skyscraper jata. And there will be a tiger and a deer also lying down by the side. That's not understand. Your being which cannot be photographed, 24 hours meditation, your living with your body shall go on changing. So roles will go on changing. Are you getting that point? Please be functional, practical. Or else you will have the cock and bull story in the name of religion, enlightenment, and you shall never ever believe that you can understand the truth. Please. A stage, the whole world a stage. Situation changes, role changes. But your being yourself is not a role. You are Brahman appearing to be a student. I am the Brahman, the Absolute, appearing to the teacher. Why? Because this teacher was a student at one time. When I go to my teacher, I will be sitting like a student. In relation to me, you are a student. When you start teaching, in relation to that person, you are a teacher. But in relation to your teacher, you are a student. Now suddenly, I am a teacher. As though fallen from the space, like these days many of these dogmen do that. Oh, I was in a special illumination, I went to this mountain, that cave, I sat on the stone, suddenly a stone fell on my head, I got enlightened. Right? So the whole crowd will be waiting for that type of special illumination. So he is the teacher of everybody, but ask him, who is your teacher? I don't know, right? Then if you don't have a teacher, why do you teach anybody else? Because if it happened to you, it will happen to everybody. You understand? You must see that. If a person claims that, oh, I don't need a teacher, it will happen, then don't teach. Don't teach. It happened to you, no? Yes, it will happen to everybody. Why do you think you are the only one special? The special categories must go. That is why in Upanishad you shall see every category of people have been enlightened. Whether you are a hunter, teacher, woman, teacher, child, teacher, whether you are a weaver like Kabir, teacher, it just doesn't matter who you are, because that's your role. But who you are is the truth, the absolute. So what is the speciality? Some special guy sitting at one time, one place. Role, please appreciate. That is why your meditation, 24 hours, you are conscious, sitting down, learning. Step out, conscious, walking. Conscious, go to your room. Conscious, reading a book. Conscious, lying down. Conscious, getting up, go to your coffee, tea. Whole life, whole day is a meditation in action. The whole day, living in meditation, always with yourself. Okay, for such a person, what karma? There is no, according to karma prarabdha, things will happen, but he is not affected by it. Understand? Simple thing as example. Please see how you get affected. You are traveling. A policeman comes and says, sir, stop. Now you forget that you are a passenger driving. You are a driver, you are driving. Policeman is traffic controller and he says, stop. So you stop. Why? Because it is his job to control the traffic. So when he says you stop, you stop. But who is sitting down there? Inspector General Police Traffic. Retired also in that. But the fellow is full of it. How can you ask me to stop? Do you know who am I? If the poor things don't know it, he should tell him, you are a driver and I am the traffic constable. Stop it. That happens in Western countries. They don't have this knowledge, but they live practically. Role playing is there to a great extent. Not in this country. Beautiful philosophy, not many people live that philosophy. That is why trouble. When the person sit down, even you can be Prince Charles, you can be cut off for a ticket. You can be son of Margaret Thatcher, you will be cut off for the certain costly item or this or that in an airport. Not here. If your father is an officer, you can kill people and walk away also. Case will not come up. Nobody will take the FIR. Such situations happen in this. But see, when I am sitting down, I am a driver, the traffic constable is doing the work. Stop, stop. Don't tell him, what do you think I am? I am the managing director of a company. Poor thing doesn't know also, because he forgets that he is playing the role. He knows after some time, when he goes to the office, the boss is known to him. If he tells the boss, he will be fired. All right, sir, go. You understand where the difficulty comes? The person doesn't play the role. If you are remembering that role, you make an arrogant person out of yourself. That is why you can't play the role. And a constable may salute you. You meet your match when another disrespectful fellow comes and says, get lost. Managing director, stand there. You don't know what to do. That is where when the Indian VIPs go outside and they are hauled up in immigration, it is published in newspaper here. They don't understand in their country, their own minister also will be hauled up. You can't break the queue. You break the queue, the lady on the counter will tell you, please go back. He won't entertain you. The person will not entertain you on the window because he has seen you have jumped the queue. He won't entertain you. He will call the next person. That is the time these people learn a very big lesson because their big heart, managing director, suddenly gets punctured. But if you are accepting, that's a role. He is doing that role. So what, I am managing director, but now I am a driver. How you don't get affected? Exactly the same way. Body is body, thought is thought, body is dying. I am deathless. How can this disease kill me? What else the disease will kill you? What else will kill? Disease only will kill the body, no? He is a wise man, how can body age? That is what it is. Body will be aging. Wise otherwise make no difference. Body will age. There is nothing miraculous about it. Understand? So lovely. Ahanta na karoti, mamata na karoti, kintu swayam tishtati jagarena, swayam jagarena tishtati. Awakened, he always abides in himself. So, there is no I-ness, no my-ness. Okay? Therefore, whatever happens to the body doesn't affect him. He takes care of the body, takes care of the mind, takes care of the world. Next. Natasya mithyartha samarthanecha न संग्रहस्त जगतो विदृष्ट है तत्रानुवृत्तिर्यदि चेन्मृषार्थे न निद्रया मुक्त इति इष्यते ध्रुवम् नतस्य मिथ्यार्थ समर्थनेच्छा न संग्रहस्त जगतो विदृष्ट है तत्रानुवृत्तिर्यदि चेन्मृषार्थे न निद्रया मुक्त mukta iti ishyate dhruvam. So, Ajivan. So a person who is awake is not interested in a dream like that. Natasya mithyartha samarthana icha. Tasya purushasya, for such a person who knows the truth, mithya artha samarthanena icha. He has no desire of giving a reality to something which does not enjoy the reality. What is the idea of telling the dream as real? Because it will falsify itself. Look, friends, please. Is it necessary to say, Ishvara, is it necessary to say that life is like a dream? Don't you experience it? Where is the last moment now? You can't hold on to it. Like you cannot hold on to a dream. Can you hold on to this life? Think. Other day one person told me a situation. 80-year-old father, 35-year-old daughter, lost her mother, means father's wife. The mother was lost 15 days back. Now this girl has gone to stay with the father for the rituals. Rituals over, 5-6 days. Now like old time, like childhood, the father, mother, because they are changing that house. One bed is there, like a daughter and the father, those days, baby, they were sleeping. The same bed, they are sleeping. Morning, father gets up. I'm telling you, incident, exact as it happened. Gets up. And then child, the daughter, like a baby, says, Papa, switch off the fan, it is a little cold. The father had already got up. He was going out. He said, okay, I'll switch off. He goes to the fan, falls down. Then he thought some sound coming from somewhere. Then he said, but so near, he looks back, turns back and sees father is lying down. Comes back, father is dead. Please switch off the fan. He said, yes, I'm going. Before he touches it, boom. Real or dream? The living man, now it is dying man. What is the distance between life and death? Any moment can be a moment of death. Are you getting that point, please? There is no fixed moment. There is no fixed moment. This is how, this moment, only in the morning you shall die, therefore don't worry about the rest of the day. Morning only, be prepared. Is it so? So is there any particular time for conflict in life? Afternoon 12 o'clock, everybody gets into conflict. Is there a particular moment in conflict? Is there a particular time for agitation? No. Then what is the time for meditation? Since any place can be place for accident, you have to be alert every place. While driving, can you fall asleep even for a moment? While driving through life, you cannot be unconscious even for a moment. You have to be conscious always yourself in meditation. Are you getting that? So being in meditation is not a religious requirement. You understand? Because usually religious guys have almost appropriated it. Or people have that idea, if you are a religious person only, you should meditate. If you ask somebody to close your eyes, hey, why is this so funny? Funny or you are stupid? See what happens to your life. It's like for 25-year-old cinema meteors, not stars. I don't want to use that word star. Meteors, because today is visible, tomorrow, boom, gone. Nobody knows. The cinema meteors, they say, beauty tips. Ask the baby to give that beauty tip when she is 55. 25, you don't have to give beauty tips because your body will be beautiful. You don't have to worry about it. The skin will be glowing because it's 25-year-old skin, unless you are that stupid. You will be looking old when you are 25. Exercise. You do exercise to lose. You don't have to do exercise at 25 to lose weight. You can eat food to gain weight, but to lose weight, you don't do anything because metabolic system is so active. You eat, it just, grinds it away, digests it away. And the whole assimilation is complete. That is why when you are 20, 25, to lose weight takes 2 days. Eat a little, 2 days time you can lose it. But same thing when you're 45 and sits down like a rock. So when the baby is 45, 50-year-old, then she should say beauty tips. Then we can ask. Nonsense. We don't know what happens to the world today. It has gone really systematically crazy. Understand? Dream it is. How much reality does it enjoy? Last moment is not this. And you never live in the last moment. Reference, yes. But you can't take it any more real because it's gone. Like a dream, you have woken up. You can have a reference to your dream. This dream I had, but it doesn't have an impact on you. It's a dream. In a particular scene, 5 people are there. Next scene, 4. Another scene, total strangers. Look at your family tree. 1930 picture, you are not there. 1935, 1960 picture, many of them are not there, but you are there, big boy. Around you, another family. Same family tree. In 100 years' time, gone. And in the 3rd generation tree, none of these fellows are there. What happened? So which one is real? Once a king built a beautiful palace, magnificent palace, and wanted his guru to come and have a visit. So invited the guru, please come and see this place. The guru went around, walking everywhere, saw the place. And of course the person wants some word of appreciation, because when you show somebody house, so then how is the house? Of course, or before you are asking, he should say, oh fantastic, oh beautiful, oh lovely thing, oh no. That is what, when you take people to show the house, show off the house, not show the house. When you don't want to show the house, you want to show off the house, you want the other person to exclaim every second, oh, ooh, wonderful, then you feel very wonderful, my house is very nice. Anyway, the guru kept quiet, simply going around, saw everything, came back. Then the person was forced to ask, how is the palace? He said, palace? What palace? This dharamsala means dharmasala in Sanskrit, caravanserai. This caravanserai is beautiful. That itself punctured the king, because he thinks it's a magnificent palace. And the guru says it's a caravanserai, it's a dharamsala. He was crestfallen and he asked the guru, why do you say this is like a dharamsala? I mean a caravanserai, public place? He said, no, not like that. Who was living here in this land before you? My father. Before your father, who was staying? My grandfather. Before your grandfather, who was staying? My great-grandfather. After you die, who is going to stay here? My son. He said, if so many people are passing through this, what else it is if it's not a caravanserai? How much reality can you attribute to it? Why people get affected? The memories they take to be real. The incident is over. Now the thoughts are taken to be real. You understand why the person is affected? When the thoughts themselves are not real, what is the question of thought analysis? That is why psychology goes bonkers. The thought is a picture. Are you getting that? The thought is a picture. The picture has no reality. The picture of the fire doesn't burn you. The picture of the water doesn't drown you. The picture of the food doesn't satisfy your hunger. The picture of water doesn't quench your thirst. It's just a picture. So what is the question of negating a thought or fighting a thought? It doesn't affect. That you take it to be affecting you, listen carefully. That you take it to be affecting you, that is why you have to understand yourself. Because you are creating problems in relation to thought. Thoughts are not creating problem for you. Are you getting that point? Does the alcohol create problem for you or you create a problem for the alcohol? Come on. Does the money create problem for you or you misuse it to create problem for you? You creating problem for money. You understand? A human being creates problem for everybody, including himself. No object creates problem for you. Land fighting over the people or people fight over the land? Land is the cause of problem. Land is the cause of problem. Artham anartham bhavaya nityam. Money is the problem. Money is the problem or you are the problem? Understand, please. Gods join the fight or people fight in the names of God? Does the truth join the fight or people fight in the name of truth? Please think, that is why person, individual must know himself. And don't try to defend my God, my truth, my life, my thing. Nothing belongs to you, don't worry about it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That is why in Hindi they say, "Kya laya tha jo kho diya?" What is that you brought that you lost? My house, did you bring it? Did you create the elements? For some time we are using it. Use. That is why it's a blessing. Use everything in life, including your body and mind. When the nature reclaims it, bye-bye. Use it. But continuously the creation is reclaiming your body. As a child it was given to you. Now growing means what? Faster reclamation. 35, soon. 65, soon. 90, very soon. But reclamation begins. From the day one, reclamation begins. The creation starts claiming back. Body doesn't resist you. So, please see that. So, the wise one has no desire to give a confirmation to this creation as real. Na sangrahata jagato vidrishtaha, nor he is lost in sangraha, aggrandizement, possession. Possessing for the sake of it, for its own sake as well for others' sake, no problem. Possessiveness is the problem. Possessing is not a problem. Possessiveness is problem. Simple example you take. This is possessing. Just, you understand? Possessing. I hold this. Okay, this is possessing. I smell and this smell also goes to everybody. Okay, possessing. You know possessive? This is possessive. Neither you see, nor I see, but the little thing dies inside my palm. In being possessive, you kill the thing that you possess. Think. In being possessive, you kill the thing that you possess. It's of no use to you, no use to somebody, and you are finished. Like in a human relationship. There is a difference between loving and possessing. You love somebody, beautiful. Possessing somebody, When you possess somebody, you are making him an inanimate object. And no human being worth the salt shall ever be interested in being possessed. No human being. I shall be your friend, but don't make me a slave. But people don't know anything. Many other consideration comes in, like economical consideration, social consideration, psychological consideration. So many consideration comes in, because of which a person is enslaved. And the person who enslaves, he thinks he is very powerful, enjoys. No. You don't enjoy the company of a slave. You enjoy the company of a friend. Understand? Possessing somebody means killing the soul. That is where when the religion comes and possesses your soul, you shall do exactly what I do. You understand these religions, especially proselytizing religions? The proselytizing religions, they possess you. You have no freedom. This is the only God you have to believe. If you look at other God, finished. Oh boy. This is the only God, this is the only book, this is the only teacher. What are you doing? You understand? If you have an idea that somebody possesses you, do you know how you feel? Not many people feel the sting of possession because they are unaware, unconscious, ignorant. Because the person is ignorant, shall I exploit him? No, it's not the job of the teacher. Think of it. Because the child is going to learn from you, shall you exploit the child? In school, college, education? Person is helpless. Shall you psychologically exploit him? Religiously exploit him? Politically exploit him? No. That's why help him to be himself. When he is strong, happy with himself. If he chooses to be your friend, excellent. He chooses not to be your friend, thank you. Live your life. It's just like a father or mother. Educate the children. That's your job. As you brought that boy or girl to this world, educate them. After that, don't interfere with their lives. If they come back, excellent. Don't come back, excellent. Why? You have done your part. But if you have a string of expectations, you shall be miserable. They don't disappoint you. With your appointment, you are disappointed. Understand? The person is not disappointing you. That is, he is living his life. Like this, unfortunately, please understand, a girl who has left home cries when his girl is getting married. The mother who left her father's house to get married now makes the other person miserable that you must always come and stay with me and not with your husband. Aisho. You understand? You must see these things. If you appreciate, you no more are possessive. Sangraha, no problem. Having things for his own sake. A car for his own sake, house for his own sake, things for his own sake, nice. But car is not there. Foot is there. Between the car and the foot, if you have to lose something, which one you lose? Between your specs and your eyes. No, leave my specs, but take out my eyes. Is there any fool who will say that? Things are there. Why? To be used. Gone. What to do? You can't protect. So na sangrahena ichha. That desire also is not there. That therefore it does not mean he throws away everything. No. Appreciate. Tatrānuvrittiri yadichenmusarte. But suppose there is somebody who very sincerely striving for things for being happy, he says, na nidraya mukta, this man is not awake. A person who is really striving to possess, aggrandize, powerful, happy by possession or getting things in life, na nidraya mukta, the person is not awakened. He has not got out of the sleep of ignorance. Because you cannot be awakened and be possessive. Both don't work. Just both don't work. You can't be a conscious of being actor and identify so much with the role that you go mad after getting out of the stage. In the stage you are Ravana, but after coming out also you take that gada and hang around with everybody. Then definitely you are nuts. You have gone insane. Are you getting that? So see that for yourself. Okay. Having said, then he said, Tadvat pare brahmani vartamanah sadatmana tisthati nanadikshate smrutir yatha swapna vilokitarthe tatha vida prasanamochanado tadvat pare brahmani vartamanah sadatmana tisthati nanadikshate smrutir yatha swapna vilokitarthe tatha vida prasanamochanado. So tadvat pare brahmani vartamanah sadatmana tishtati. Say tadvat, just like a person waking up, no more it's affected by the dream. Same thing also, pare brahmani vartamanah, pare brahmani vartate, always reveling in himself, in his own nature, being aware of himself. He said revelry and all that word even he used, you think, oh, revelry, sort of the person forgets the world. Don't try to make it miraculous, make it simple. An actor playing the role. However realistic he makes the role, he becomes very angry, very jealous, very upset, but he knows he's playing the role of just playing the role. The moment he steps out of the stage, now he's back to normal. Or does it take, suppose as a Ravana he was playing and he was very angry. After getting out of the, does it take another half an hour to cool down? Bring that fellow here, kill him now. And getting down after this stage, I don't know. Wait, leave me alone. What? Physically, if you run to bring your body back to normal, it will take half an hour. Emotionally, when you act, quick. There is a difference between physically running and emotionally involved. When physically you are running, you are building up. Suppose you are building up a speed. You go to the 10 seconds, 9 seconds or whatever, you run through the 1 kilometer. After you run out, for next 1 hour you have to go, your body has triggered so much. You cannot bring your body to instant restfulness. Can you? Whereas in case of mind, you can do that. You can go through huge emotion and instantly drop if you are consciously building. If you are unconsciously building, it will take lifetime sometimes. Unconscious built up takes lifetime to get out. Somebody is burning something, huh? I hope not in our ground. Anyway. See, this is the sign of ignorance. Beautiful comparison. The person who is burning it, he will be standing the other side. So he doesn't get the stink. So he thinks he is not harming anybody. Because he is standing other side. But the smoke comes this side and destroys everybody. So if you tell him, why are you doing that? What did I do? You are disturbing everybody. I am not. Why? Because he doesn't feel it. Like a snake doesn't get bitten by his own poison, doesn't die by his own poison. An angry man's anger, like that, the person doesn't feel. He doesn't understand, he is insensitive, he is angry, he is stupid, he is ignorant. He doesn't feel. Because others are getting the whole impact of it. That is why to make that fool, to understand that he is a fool, it takes a long time. It's so difficult. That is why when he is bitten by his own anger and hatred, that is the time he turns back. Suppose you make the fellow to stand there. Oh, this much stink. Yeah, never again. You will do that. You won't burn that nonsense again. When you are angry, so you are ruling the roost. Father, you are the father of the family, mother of the family, head of the family. You are angry with everybody. Now one day your son grows up, your daughter grows up, 15-year-old, and you say, sit down. Then this fellow says, you sit down. I'm not listening to you. You sit down. That is the day the father's world collapses. He says, what is respect? That's what you have been doing for us all these years. I'm not going to listen to you anymore. Get lost. Now the father looks for an astrologer. And looks for a guru or some god who shall control these unruly children. He never understands that he has been unruly for the longest time. Only when you become a victim of an emotion, it's like you ditching every boy or a girl in your life. Only when you are ditched, then you know what it means to be ditched. Then only you understand. But as long as you are ditching, growing up in relationships, I see. Please understand. Learning to think for yourself, so important. Anyway, so tadvat pare brahmani vartamana, abiding in himself, sadatmana tishtati, na anya dikshate. Sadatmana, existing as the Sat, who is existing as he is all the time. No more changing with the roles. Roles change, but he no more changes with the roles. Are you getting that point? So beautiful. Roles change. Body grows old. I am ageless. That is where even in the 90-year-old body, you will have a 5-year-old smile. Ageless smile on the aging body. The same thing. The fellow will never change. You can go to 500 years also, 5 million years also. Because absolute is same. The body has gone into wrinkles. That is how body will be. You can't keep the body going. Suppose tomorrow the medicine is discovered and your body can be kept young for 10,000 years. Like those days, listen to the story of Dasaratha and others. Satya Yuga, everybody was living 10,000 years. Not impossible. Nowadays people have already gone to 120. Many people are 120. The oldest person in America now is 115, 120. Alive, eh? So many old people are living 100 years, 110, 120. Slowly it will increase, it won't decrease. Because medicines are being discovered. Now suppose they create new organs. By stem cell research, you create new organ, a new heart. The whole thing becomes young again. Maybe you create a skin also like that, which becomes like a chow-chow skin. Now after some time, it will be always mango, nice. Who knows? That also they can create. So body can remain young, maybe 200, 300, 400, 4,000 years. But if you are not grown up inside, longevity becomes a curse. It will become a burden. Because if you don't know how to live, long life becomes a burden. But suppose you will learn how to live, you are ageless. So how long the body should live? Let it be live. How long? 1 million years? No problem. Yes, you are happy with yourself. You don't expect any other things to change. Beautiful life, you understand. This knowledge is now eternal knowledge. For every person, at all times, all places, all conditions. Know yourself. Thus, after that, recognize the roles. Roles will change, but you will not change with the rules. How sweet that statement. Do you understand? Because different dramas. So different roles. So don't carry on the script of the last drama to this drama. Why are you unnecessarily referring? When you are unnecessarily referring to your past, you are repeating a script which is useless. What is the idea of telling your daughter or son or child or somebody, when I was 20-year-old, you could be anything, but now you are 75, stop it. It means nothing. When I was 20-year-old, yes, things were different. The fellow will immediately tell you. As long as they can't say, they don't say. When they start saying, they start telling everything. When I was 20, yes, when I was 20, what can I do about it? Suppose when I was 20, I was already in the first class. Then he shall say, but when I was 20, Beethoven was already writing best music. What were you doing? After all, you are not that genius. Now don't compare me with you. Now what do you do? Hey, therefore, not that you must not talk to children. Talk, but don't impose. You can talk. Nothing wrong in talking, so that giving a direction, but not an imposition. It doesn't work. Ultimately, the person must be aware of himself. That's why Ishvara. Anyway, let's see that. So, sadatmana tishtati na anya dikshate, doesn't see anything else. Smrutir yatha swapna vilokita arthe. Swapna avalokita arthe yatha smruti. As been whatever he has experienced in the dream remains as a memory. While dreaming, it was real. After the dream, it's a memory, doesn't affect the waker. Same way, in this waking life of a vast dream, while experiencing, it was real. Afterwards, it's a dream. It has no validity. You can use as a point of reference. It's gone once for all. The past never returns. The present is continuously moving. The future is yet to come. The past, present, future, all the three are playing in the womb of timeless presence, where there is no past, no present, no future. You are the timeless entity. Everybody is the timeless entity. Everybody is that. But for some time, you are playing with your body, your memories, your thoughts. So play it until the role drops out. Reading that. Just play the role. Don't expect, with the body I shall be alive forever. That will not happen. That's why if you can enjoy your life, after some time, you'll be happily sayonara. Bye-bye. Why? Enough living. The fellow who has been suffering for 70 years, he says, we want to live for 10 years more. For what? For more suffering? I don't want to die. Why? So that it will be more miserable for another 10 years. Huh? Enjoy life. How? How do you enjoy life? Being with yourself. If you associate sensation with enjoyment, you will be disappointed because sensations will not be available for all times to come. Okay, we have seen all that. Tatha vida prasana mochanado. Same way for the person, for his living in the world, eating, living, whatever things doing, everything, he takes it as a role playing and never gets affected. Karmana nirmito deha prarabdham tasya kalpyatam nanaderatmano yuktam naivatma karma nirmitah ajo nitya shashvata iti brute srutiramo bhavak tadatmana tishthatosya kuta prarabdha kalpana. Right. So karmana nirmito deha prarabdhyam tasya kalpyatam. So if you want to say what is the prarabdha? Prarabdha karmana nirmita deha. The body is built out of your prarabdha karma. Why you got this type of body? Not other type of body. Why 5 feet 4? Why not 7 feet 2? Why 7 feet? Why not 2 feet 3? What do you call as the? Now he says, oh, it's all because of genetics. But why that genetics? Why it so happened you come to this father, this mother and not the other father, other mother? Did you choose your birth? Anybody? Did you choose? If you have to choose, you definitely choose, always something else because nobody is satisfied with his lot. Did you choose your body? Of course not. If you choose your body, then you should have somebody's nose, somebody's tail, somebody's eyes. What nonsense. People are, today, this whole world is so, confused. You know why? Especially, I'm not, you must see that point. Suppose there is a culture which considers life as very limited. This is only one life. There is no punarjanma, no last life, no next life. What will happen? So this is the only life. So in this only life, what should you do? What all you want should do now. So what will you do? You'll go crazy. Keep your body, everything. Then 75-year-old also keep your body like this way because this is the only life. After this, there is no hope. So keep the body. Become too much body-oriented. Why? Because this is the only life. After that, there is no hope. Okay. The other side is, we'll see next day. Tomorrow. Why? Not tomorrow. Tomorrow is nothing. When are you going to do it? Next life. Postponement. Not for நாளைக்கு பார்க்கலாம் அது ரொம்ப கிட்ட தான். Tomorrow we'll see. That's not. Next life பார்க்கலாம். After 100 life. What is there? The fellow is totally relaxed. You don't know. Please. See, whatever the body is, you should feel blessed that there is a body. Then take care of the body. Manage the body. You have to explain why somebody becomes mentally challenged or physically challenged. Yes. Question. Don't simply say prarabdha. And because of that you now know so many discoveries are made, making life easier. That is where intelligence is given, not to make you simply fatalistic. And it is not intelligent to believe that this is the last life, like you are the only person in the world also. Billions of trillions of stars, there can be other civilizations. Same thing also life-wise. Genius born. In one lifetime, how suddenly become such a genius? Past karmas are there. So body is born because of certain karma. You make use of it. That is where comes your intelligence, this knowledge. So prarabdham kalpyatam belongs to the body. We shall see in the afternoon. Anader atmana yukte naiva atma karma nirmita. Atma, whereas the body, when body comes, belongs to the karma, atma, anadi, beginningless, na karma nirmita. It is not built by your karma. It is ever existing as it is. All that we shall see in the afternoon. Okay, just see that. So body, if you want to give karma to the body, is okay. But that also will not exist. We'll see that. Ultimately, who you are is not under the spell of karma. That is what you are. Knowing yourself, even the body come under the spell of the karma, it doesn't affect you because roles change, you don't change. So both way, excellent. Close your eyes.